Greetings survivors, welcome to Alpha 17.1. This is build 8. Now I'm thinking for this alpha I'm going with random gen. New worlds, I think I'm gonna keep it to small worlds for now. But I'm not sure which seeds do I pick. Um, let's try random seeds. Sihasu territory. Yeah, I'm gonna generate the world here and then um, yeah, I'll just see if distribution of biomes and cities look good enough. Um, so this is a new season. It's experimental, but I think I'm gonna just call it 17.1 when I will restart for new experimental builds, but when it goes to stable, if it keeps the same build, I'll just keep on playing. If it's a new build, I'll restart, though I think it's gonna be the last experimental build. But I'll keep the same season because I don't think we are going to get a lot of experimentals this time. I think it's gonna be a shorter path to stable. Um, and yeah, well, this is interesting already, though. This is a side. This is not a city. This is a city. So city on burned forest, city on desert, and a little bit of city here and here, city on burned forest, city on wasteland. Yeah, random seed is not a good seed. So let me think another seed here. The Poja Valley. Gotta check that out. So I think it's I don't know. It might be 2 weeks from now to stable. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think there are going to be a lot of restarts. I'm thinking maybe one or two. Um, there's still a lot of known bugs, but there is also a lot of fixes. They did some very interesting thing with the AI. That was one of the things I found most interesting. Um, the changes are going to make life difficult for a lot of people's horde bases. Zombies should now, I think not all zombies will take the very same path. Different zombies will have different weights about stuff. So for example, the tourists, I believe, will um, place less of a weight on breaking blocks, meaning it's not gonna care that much about breaking blocks, but he won't be able to jump as much as a thinner zombie. And so he's gonna put a lot more uh, weight on paths that include jumps, and that means he will not take the same paths as zombies that are faster, jump higher, things like that. Presumably, yeah. Nothing on a forest again. I mean, so some small stuff here. South Ningamo County. Um, but there are all other changes. There are changes that target specifically those bases that rely on zombies jumping, falling to the ground, and then coming back up and doing the same path over and over. So those bases are not gonna work as well as they do now. Maybe they'll still work, but I have already seen people calling foul because they're exploit based, because this is an exploit base. What do I mean by exploit? Well, if I'm coding it, to me, the fact that the zombie is doing that is a bug, and I'm gonna fix it. So if you do something that takes advantage of what I consider a bug, to me is an exploit. So yeah, people are crying foul that their exploit bases aren't working anymore. And come on, you make a base where the zombies have no chance because you're exploiting an AI behavior that makes them loop around without any chance of getting at you. No, the zombies want to get at you. They will get at you. The game has to have them going at you, and there is nothing you can do to prevent them from getting at you except killing them. It's as simple as that. If they're not doing that, it's an exploit. It's a bug in the game and your base is an exploit. So I hope these bases get wrecked. Honestly, that's my personal opinion. And if you like these bases, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. And you saw on my base that that base I had designed, the zombies could get at me. And in fact, on the first hard night, I almost died because of that. And I didn't change that aspect of it. Well, I did change it. Put the electric fence there, which effectively prevented them from ever getting at me. And in that situation where they fall there through the 50 poles, then they will adopt the wrecking behavior, would cause trouble. But I'm not sure what was the last Fortnite I've published on that season, but zombies weren't even getting to those 50 poles. They were just not there at all. Okay, this is nice. It's a big chunk of green forest here. And some nasty terrain, that is true. Even this is that's not good terrain here. And there is another part here. So this is basically northwest. There is some burnt forest here. It's not enjoyable, but at least it's not a desert, it's not snow, it's not wasteland. Um, it's pretty much nothing to the south. Well, I'm going with that. Yeah, or against Tor. Okay, and this is the South Nigamo territory. So, South Nigamo territory, game name, um, Alpha 17.1b8. This is not related to the seed. Normal 90 minutes. I played 60 minutes before. I just hate 60 minutes, guys. I hate it. I hate it. I think that on 60-minute days, I do everything that I need to survive, and I cannot do the things I want to do for fun. So it becomes a game of all grind, no fun, and I'm not gonna do that. I will mark airdrops as well because honestly, it's so frustrating when it doesn't work. I wanted to increase Blood Moon count on the previous game, but trying out new alpha, we're gonna start with as close to default as I can get. Um, honestly, the airdrops have been so bad that, but it frustrates me. I just go and try to find the airdrop and I can't find it. It frustrates the hell out of me. So this is my biggest concession, the 90 minutes a days, and this is a big concession indeed. Um, it, it's a whole different game if you play at 60 minutes. All right. So there are some changes in AI, and I don't believe though that base I had would be very much affected because the zombies were just not getting to the 50 poles anymore at all. And The truth is, I could, instead of have 50 poles there, I could put a barrier. I could put poles, iron bars, and have the zombies not be able to reach me, and that would not trigger this AI behavior at all. And the zombies will continue going through that path because the path doesn't need to allow the zombie to get to you unobstructed. The path just requires what position in the map am I? Northeast. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the position I'm supposed to be. How much northeast? 15, 15. Well, 16, 16. Wow, it's almost the same number as a matter of fact. So I don't even recall seeing much of a desert here. I think theirs might be south of here, as a matter of fact. I think it might be just too much north. I have to get this, not that. I have one yucca. Let's get another one. So I think that base will survive, and I'm very curious about that. I'm very curious about that. People who had these exploit bases were adamant that no base will ever work anymore. I read the description of what's going on, and I think my base is not even going to notice that. It's not even going to trigger that behavior. But I'm curious. But I explained before that I have an idea. There's something I thought of for. I really shouldn't have gotten the hello. I have two already. Wow. Don't even recall getting the other one. Let's craft the bed already. Damn it. I'm moving about because here it is. I saw this and then I couldn't find it again. It's empty. Sucks. Okay, I should have enough of that. Oh, there's a road here. That's excellent. I'll follow this road. I wonder if this leads somewhere. And by somewhere I mean a trader. What is that thing in the distance? Looks like a tree, to be honest. And that is wasteland. Northwest. Northwest, northeast. I'm going this way. How far am I from the spawn point? Just 8 meters. It's just... Did I actually spawn the road and got off the road? That's so stupid. Okay. Let's favorite and craft that. I want to make get 4 so I can make the aloe cream. It's gonna be a health thing. What's yucca seed? Okay, so not craftable. For a moment I thought it was craftable. Now I'm hearing a rabbit, and it's probably killing himself on some. This is gonna suck. He's probably killing himself on some cactus. Because when it's making that noise, it's taking damage. And it's gonna take damage here on this cactus. Okay. Let's get this trash here. shoes. I'm gonna also craft the hat because in the desert I'm gonna need it. Okay. Now stamina shouldn't be as much of an issue this time around, from what I read. Um, this and this as well. Oh, the campfire. So craft a bow. 10 arrows. Fine. Load the bow. So stamina shouldn't be much of an issue this time around. The stamina usage of stone tools was reduced. See, it's barely going down here. And there are other changes that are relevant. I want to let me get through this stone here. It shouldn't be much longer now, thanks to stamina not being that draconian anymore. A matter of fact, by this time in the game, I usually have, it's usually clearly down from 100 by this point. By the point you're finishing this basic quests. I'll scrap that, 90 arrows. I want more, but I'll take that for now. I'm gonna move the yucca here and the aloe here. So I do like to well, the game did not want to flatten the roll, did it? And now the campfire. Make more arrows, as a matter of fact. Do I have a favorite this as well? So okay. I better get more wood as well. Okay, where is the trader? The trader is in that direction. Fine. The trader is close enough. The trader is close enough. But I really need to, I really need to get more wood. There's really not many options here. I would like to go with the, yeah, let's see here. Oh, there is a robot here thinking I mentioned her name when I did not. So I can put a point in intellect right away and craft poor quality items. I think the difference between 1 and 2 is significant, but I don't want to go intellect again. Now, it was mentioned that it's gonna be hard. It was mentioned that things like perception level 3, 5, 7, things like associated with looting and carrying things are not locked at the same attribute level. So you see here, as a matter of fact, that perception 3, I'm already be able to get a quality 3 here. I will usually have to get perception 5, which goes, and that's already paying 2 points. So that's significant. And here we have a general strength perks that means that this is for everything. This is construction, this is melee, this is everything. So Sexy Rex, yes, it works for everything. You see this one also, um, it's reduced as well. And here, same thing. So this is reduced. But if you go to at Flurry of Blows, you see it's the same thing going all the way to 10. Um, this one is up to 7. That's excellent as well. So this is the one skill I never did, Fortitude. I still not feeling like doing that. Um, put pointing in these things, that would be a nice thing. So is this no? This is a 10 skill. Yeah. Um, I think I am going with Cardion, despite it not being that big of a deal anymore. I might put a point there, but not now. I think I'm going with Luther here. And I have 2 more points. Let's focus on headshot for now. I'm thinking construction this time. I was actually wanting to get wood. Because I have very little wood left. Yeah. So, 42 wood, 30 stone, 33 stone arrows. Yeah, not a lot. But it's enough to get the show on the road. 600 meters. Come on, game. That was cheating, you know it. Yeah. So I had this other base idea that I wanted to try out, and I want to try it out. It is very important for me to um, get things going as fast as possible. Let's break it all and get the breaking bonus. POI there. Settlement trader is still close. Oh wow! This is like winning the lottery in 7 days to die. This is what winning the lottery means in 7 days to die. Road's still shitty. Cowboy hat. I might need that, so let's keep it around. As much as I like the mining helmet. Oh, I should have picked pack mule. Oh, I forgot that I am a pack mule enthusiast. Okay, this car is not intact enough. I'm not gonna move all the way to that car. And here's a forest. Nice. I'm going south of forest here. Still very much northeast, so this might be the one of the city regions. Free zombie. there's an animal there, or is it that or I'm imagining things? I thought I saw a doe here. I did. And now the doe saw me as well. I think I just saw... Doe is around there. Yeah, there. Let's get some bones here. Make the bone sheath. Throw this thing away. Yeah, I know, you want to eat my brain, blah blah blah. There's the dough. Here's the meat, and his meat overloaded. But I mean, animals. You see an animal per the game, well, an animal, so meat, and wow. This is pretty now, and this was one of the seeds that you never saw in your inventory because it's like was like the color of the background color. So yeah, that's neat. Yeah, I'm taking a wheel. I'm taking that. And by the way, if you find all the parts for a vehicle now, you can craft a vehicle. You do not need to get Grease Monkey if you have the parts. So that's pretty neat. So still ahead. Yeah, it was a mistake not getting back new. I still like the sneak attack, but I've been doing that so much. I really don't really put a lot of points into it. I think except for the first season, well, not first season because all the first experiment was a season, but on experimental after. I have enough iron. Well, I have enough iron, but I cannot repair yet. Scrapyard there. You know what? Scrapyard is a good base. Oh, she saw me. And I lost the surprise. Well, maybe, let's see, I do agility and strength and perception. Just plain strength and perception, no surprising zombies, nothing of the sort. Because the strength is gonna give me the... What am I doing? The strength is gonna give me the mining skills. I still think you don't need to mine in this game. Honestly, you don't need to mine in this game. I hope I won't have to mine in this game. Okay, let's check the station. So camp station is destroyed. Let's go inside. Okay, drop that and scrap that. That's going to give me enough iron for to repair a club. I don't have enough intelligence to make a quality 2, so be it. If I get a magazine that increases intelligence, I'll make everything that I need to make. And that's that. I did get a lot. So it's destroyed as well. Forge is working. Got a quest here. Blitz defense challenge. It's not an easy quest at their game, not at all. I'm gonna scrap that. I'm gonna grab this and sell it. I found a leather duster, seriously? And a bandana? Wow, I didn't even notice I got these things. Oh, lucky looter. That's perception, right? Yeah, perception. I think as a matter of fact I got perception.
Howdy.
Okay. No, I'm keeping that. I'm selling this. Yeah, it's repair kits. It's pretty good amount actually. This early in the game. 200, that's a good amount of money. I don't think I have to sell it. Let's see if what the guy has that might be very important. Food is also very important, of course. Yeah, trader is now selling glue. It wasn't selling glue at all. I wasn't unlucky. It really didn't sell glue. And suppose now you're making more money out of items you sell. You got unnerved at least a little bit. Pistol quality 5. I wish it was pistol quality 1, then it will might be even within range of like what I can afford. See, pistol quality 1, 240. So if I have 8, so this is 200, okay? And if I sell, for example, Lucky Looter, that's 300, so I can buy a pistol, quality 1. That's why quality 1 stuff is so cheap, so you can buy that. I'm not gonna do either. Not gonna do either.
Y'all
Oh,
come back
hold
now.
on for now. I think clear zombies is easier than fetch.
Thank you.
There's a gas station too. Oh, did I don't recall what the cement mixer was like. Did I even loot this? Yes. So, this is a trader forge. I don't think the trader has. Alright. Another deer. Sell the leather as well. Particularly now that I have a leather duster. But I'll put at least 1 point in better barter. And perhaps hold off for a magazine before I do anything of the sort. Okay, out of stamina. Carrying a lot of stuff already. I do have enough wood to do stuff. So the quest is in that direction. And it's a gas station. So this is not how I want to start. Yeah, this is not the base I want to make. But I think there's a good chance of finding yeah, that stone. That stone there, this is where I want to make a base. So, another one there. Yeah, I want to pick something like this and made a base out of it. I wanted, honestly, I wanted this for first night. The problem is that I found a place already so good for first night. It's a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna put a land claim block, which should get stop zombies from spawn. I think here. Because I think here is gonna cover. It might cover all of the displays. Maybe not, but it might. Oh, there's still a lot of zombies I need to. It might even be a working workbench here. It is working. How can I not make this my base? It's next to the trader. It's a well-fortified position. It's in the forest. Sucker. Oh, this time I was the sucker. Let's see something here. Well, let's craft this already. I'm here, buddy. Ha! He hurt his leg. Okay. Pack mule. I do want to put a point in the trader skill. Stupid zombies hearing me from far away. 72. I don't really have a lot of... No, I have a lot of feathers, so I did not make them. Okay. That would use all my stones. Okay, for now I'm gonna do that. This can go away. Let's place this thing here. I'll move this elsewhere later. For now it's gonna work. There's already another. Don't destroy my door, asshole. You're gonna keep hitting my door. Look at all the zombies spawning coming here. Did you say this? Because these zombies just spawned. Yeah, got some trousers from you. Someone opened the door here. Nice. I'll be able to get some steel out of this place as well. No, you don't. You stay right there. This place looks cleaner than usual, though. More zombies coming in. This is so annoying. I'm gonna leave it open so that zombies stop. Come on, there were not all these zombies here before. And I protest their presence now. And you just die? There, asshole. Yeah, I'm not on speaking terms with that guy there. Fine, open the door. It's useless to me close anyway. Food, that's very good. Though, you see that my food is still up? Interesting choices. Well, let's see if we can find the cooking pot here. No cooking pot. This leads to a safe, but yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Let the zombie break out of there. Zombie should at least have finished the job, right? Oh, that's too much for me. Let's not be idiots. I mean, kind of already was, but let's try to not be more idiots than already was. Food. I should have brought more of that. Right, let's get things put away. Keep the hats, otherwise I would not have the hat on me when I need it. The glass jars, same reason. think the food as well. I don't think I'm gonna need the food right away. All paper away. I'm gonna need this. Let's check the trash because I still might be able to find something here. Oh, some zombie came outside from here, I think. What? Oh shit, that was totally head. Yeah, thank you for my arrows. Right, now cross inside. That's sorry. Where you come from, buddy? So I want a stone like that, but I want it on top of a mound or hill, something elevated. I might not be able to find that, but for now I'm gonna keep a lookout for it. Because honestly, this is too good a base not to stay here for now. And I will work on... Here's the thing, you have ideas of what you want to do in the game, okay? And you plan, and yeah, I'm gonna go this way, oh, cooking pot there. Gonna go this way, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. What happens is that you start playing the game and you start in a place and the world is a certain way. It's things are unexpected. What you're gonna find, the loot you're gonna find. Oops, where I'm probably on that barbed wire there. Okay, so let's on top of this one. And if you just try to make your idea work at all costs, it's just gonna frustrate you. It's not how this game is supposed to be played. Like, this game is supposed to be, okay, this is the world around you. What can you make out of it? No? So, is this guy the one on the safe? So if you ignore everything that is in the world, if you ignore a scrapyard right next to a trader in the forest to go pursue a POI idea whose resources for which you don't have the resources because you haven't found POIs that do have the resources for it. Specifically, I haven't found a POI with the cobblestone stuff, and now a cooking grill as well. Wow. Well, this is just like the best. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to jump on this because I'm so overloaded. I need to challenge with that. And this is one reason why I'm not putting points into... Oh, that's a lot of iron arrowheads. In fact, I can make enough iron arrows out of it and still have some remaining, so maybe I'm gonna scrap that. Besides, another cooking pot, nice. Besides this, all of this gives iron. I'm not gonna hit those before I get an iron pickaxe. Probably, unless I'm very starved for iron. But it's an iron resource I'll have access to in the future. Gonna fell that tree, but not right now. I still don't have any more points available, but I will have soon. Yeah, Master Chef. Now that I have the cooking pot, Master Chef. Stay down, that's strength. Alright. So let's see if that zombie came out of the safe room. No, it seems safe room is still safe. Yeah, 10 points per hit. I'm not gonna stay here all day. Okay. So... you know what I can do here. This guy's coming down, beating the hell out of an annoying zombie. Workbench is there. Which is not gonna be a ready accessible area. There's no way the zombie saw me from anywhere. It pisses me off. That's as simple as that. Okay. Structure integrity issue because there is no... there's nothing underneath here and it's not connected to the wall. I'm coming down. Gonna bitch slap a zombie. I'll be back. What you're doing to my walls. Okay, I'm overloaded. Let's drop stuff. On the oil, the money. Gonna keep that. Maybe that. Okay, so structure integrity issue. There's a wall here, and this wall goes from one side to the other because the door is right here. So this wall is gonna be the same wall where the door is on the other side, and then there's one space here and then this. Now related to the stairs is two of the stairs. So here's that translates. It's one off from this wall, because that's the wall with the door. Oh no, see this door, this wall here is double. Interesting. This wall is double from this side. So being one off is going to be next to this wall, and then it's going to be two off from the stairs, which means on off from this pillar, which means it's going to be right here. So if I place this thing here, damn it. Did I get any? No. Right, if I had more wood, I would upgrade it further. In fact, I'll eventually make that all the way to iron. So now, that should have enough structure integrity here for this. And now I'm gonna make the wood frames are destroyed. 3 ladders, so it's just way more wood frames than I need. So there, repaired. I definitely need stone. This is repaired with forged iron. There's a lot of stuff I can scrap here. Okay, now I'm the same level. I can come here. Yeah, I'm gonna make my base here. So let's go down here again. Again, I need more wood. Did the trader have wood? Didn't pay attention to that. That thing is still locked. Right, pick up the bedroll. Pick up everything. Wow, I'm running fast. Oh, because the effect had not taken hold yet. So if I place ladders here, I can go all the way up. Then I can look about my realm. Down bedroll. Oh, I need to craft another one. And I need to craft a campfire. Okay. Don't know why I have that on me. I really don't need to. Max 45. I'm good for food. I can make 1 bacon and eggs. I need to. I got a lot of bird's nests. Not getting a lot of. I'm not getting a lot of eggs. It feels even worse than it was on the previous alpha. Okay. Not a lot of wood, but no stone at all, so let's gather some stone here. And 4. I don't need the torch on me, I have the mining helmet, I completely forgot that. It's very hard to forget. It's very hard to remember you have a mining helmet early game. It's like, it doesn't happen, you know? Magazine stay down. I have a bonus for looting. I just finished looting everything. Well, the bonus for looting is the reason I have a quality 2 club. Yeah. Using stone tools definitely is much less hard on your stamina now. You know why I'm not? I completely forgot about that. You know why my food and thirst were going down so slow? Because you now start with 150 food, 150 water. So um, it's still going down slower, I believe. Um, but yeah, the first I got just now. If you subtract 50 from that, it's 0, and that means you're dead. Oh, no cotton allowed. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Chrysanthemum. Still on the stairs. Place a campfire. Place this and this on the campfire. Scrap that, by the way. Only 2 bottled water. But I do have, where is it? It's probably still down there. I'll keep the stones, of course. I'm gonna keep the yellow cream for now. Let's make more arrows. So I can make bottled water. Um, oh, I thought I had put the point here already. Okay. Bacon eggs, some red tea. And I do have a plenty of glass jars I found looting this place. Enough wood to gather everything. So put the remaining stuff away. When I get to 70, I'll eat the bacon eggs, not before then. But how's my water? 105. It's also now going, it's not percentage anymore, it's the actual number, and it's gonna show when you are above 100. It's gonna show how much you're above 100. That's good. All right. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. There's a lot of boulders to mine here. Thing is, they also indicate probable locations for ores. So there's ore down here, there's ore down here. Right. Where's the quest? It's still 1 kilometer away. So I have a quest here and here, and these quests are for fighting zombies. This one here is the clear stuff quest. No. It's not far. Now I saw a city in that direction. I didn't see anything in that direction. And I do not have any cobblestone. So I'm not gonna make if I found a range would be so good because there's that thing and that other thing there can get steel from. A lot of things to range here. Well, the trader, I'm next to the trader. I mean, you just don't find in vanilla places like this next to a trader. But I found one. So as much as I love the idea I have on my mind, I'm not gonna throw this away. And it has a workbench on top of everything else. Okay. So yeah, I'll keep an eye for a stone like that, not a boulder, a stone like that, that is on a location like a hill like that. Like, is there a stone there? I don't think it is. But I might want to check out because if that's a stone that's like the exact kind of place I want. Um, but I don't think you see stuff like that on this kind of hills. But if it's just something that is elevated, but not like far above everything else, and there's another stone and a couple more stones there. Yeah. If it's not, I don't need it to be high. I just want it to be above ground level. Just that. Well, this one, I mean, this one is fantastic for what I want. If I could find one big as this, that would be just perfect. Having a couple, in fact 3, 4 relatively close, it's not bad either actually. Because you can make use of it. But I really would like to have something higher off the ground, you know? So this is a scrapyard here. Waterworks. We know how to get inside the waterworks loot room. The electric utility. I wish they had revised the electric utility because the waterworks is looking so awesome. And by the way, that's water as well. We do need water. works, electric, scrapyard. And these are good places, but you want more than that, you know? Same three buildings over and over. And I think they removed one of these scrapyards from the game because I have only seen this kind of scrapyard. Honestly, let the guy break out of there. So really just taking a look around here. I believe the quest location is gonna be a residential area. Now there's a military base. Electric utility, electric utility. Waterworks. Cell tower. I really shouldn't be out this late. I want to take a few for the place. Yeah, this is I'm basically inside a city, despite it being forested, so the terrain is gonna be pretty flat here. I'll have to move out. Sure, there is a big elevation difference between here and here, but that's all you see, elevation differences, and that's another military base. But one zombie. It's two. Very close to 10 p.m. Camp here. One snowberry. Right. I don't have enough wood frames to do what I want. So basically, first I start with this. Okay, and you can like level the terrain around it. But then you place frames. I'm not talking about I don't talk about wood frames. I'm talking about this is the same block. Talk about cobblestone. And you basically make it square. Okay, so this isn't square yet. At first, you make it so all sides have the same height, right? Okay, so there is a little bit on top here. So perhaps cut this off or maybe not, just fill the rest. And then you see like there's a corner here, another corner here, and then this is sticking out. So maybe instead of putting frames below, just cut the piece out and make this a square. And then you build a house here, a very small house, like one room house. And that is Joe Bros. Nice, very nice. It's gonna be nice loot in this place. So once you do that, okay. So yeah, for example, maybe cut this off. Yeah, this is only 3 high. It's not near enough. So yeah, you would like fill this up to 4 high everywhere and make walls and then make a very small room here just for you and your bedrock chest and campfire. And that's your first base. And then you're going to spend that um, using basic principles of medieval design, how they upgraded their basic residence into fortifications, uh, from a manor to a keep, from a keep to all the way to a castle. And that's my idea. But yeah, that's going to be for another day. And it's a very long episode, but I wanted to talk about these things. So I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.